I get around, yeah, get around.
All right, welcome back. It is Live's March Money Madness Week, and if you want to find out how to travel for less, today is your day. Please welcome the points guy, Brian Kelly. Great to see
you. You know what? If we got married, my name would be Kelly Kelly.
So there's so many great tips and great things we were talking about earlier. Where should we start?
So yeah, I think to save money on flights, the first thing you want to do is get in on amazing flight deals. So, you know, whenever you go online to check for a flight, it always seems like it's really expensive, right? But every single day, airlines are running crazy fare sales and even mistake fares. Sometimes they put in the wrong price for a destination.
Do they have to honor that?
They have to honor it. So there are websites like Airfare Watchdog or The Flight Deal. There are geeks out there that just search for the best deals all day long and then post them for free. So what I recommend is be flexible. I think that's a key theme today is flexibility. But when you see one of these crazy fare deals, book it.
Yeah.
Because airlines will give you 24 hours to cancel free of charge.
Wow.
So if you see an amazing deal, hop in on it because they go quickly.
People with kids have a hard time being flexible because you're so married to their schedules and when they're not in school.
But I was thinking about Marianne, who just retired. She could work here for
she could do whatever she
today.
wants.
She could pick it out.
But even if you have kids, you can be flexible on where you go, right? So you can, you know, that's to save the most money. You can, you know, choose a different destination or, you know, use your frequent flyer miles.
What about using less obvious airports?
Yes.
How does that save you?
Totally. So now a lot of carriers are starting, you know, JFK, for example, is really jam-packed. I mean, it's always delayed. So there are airports like Newburgh right outside the city where there are carriers that now fly to Europe from these smaller airports. It's cheaper because parking is easier. So even if you have to travel a little bit to get to another airport,
it's worth it.
It's worth it. Like even in LA, to fly to Burbank can save you a ton of money.
I got it. How do I cash in my miles? I never really. We all
You're asking the right guy.
We all accumulate miles, and then they go into the ether, and we don't know what to do.
And they're confusing you. So here's a couple tips. Number one, when using your miles, book on airline partners. So for example, like if you have American Airlines miles, the best way to redeem them is on Cathay Pacific, which is one of the best carriers in the world. But AA.com won't show Cathay Pacific flights. You have to call to book. So be really, really nice. Get on your nicest voice. And be nice to airline phone reps because they...
That matters, right?
Yeah, and they can check a different system. So you say, can you check partner availability? I want to go here. And sometimes those partner airlines
Partner availability.
Yep.
Partner availability. Write those words
What
down.
about checking international foreign websites?
Yeah, so
how does that work?
This is a weird little trick. So Norwegian is one of the low-cost carriers that's taking over the U.S. They're expanding like crazy. It's a really cheap way to get to Europe. They even fly, so to Scandinavia, for example, if you click that you're from Norway, it'll change the website to Norwegian, so you have to do a little bit of translating.
So you tell them you're from Norway?
You just put Norway as your country, and we checked up, so there was a $392 flight. If you pay in Norwegian krona, it drops to $322.
That seems like a lot for my brain to handle.
It's a little bit.
We could do this.
No, you can
I'm
do
just
it.
trying to get an aisle seat. Forget it. I mean,
we can work on the accent. We can get it. You know. What's the best way people want to go to Europe? What do you think the best way to do it is?
I mean, so the best way, all the airlines are roughly the same, especially in economy. But I like flying on the newer aircraft. So 787s they're much better on your body, on your puffy face.
Yes.
You know, with the newer airplanes that have better cabin air than old airplanes. You know, there's a huge difference between old planes and new planes. So I use a site called Seat Guru that will actually tell you the best place to sit on the flight.
Well, you're so tall.
I'm too tall for coach. I'm not a diva. I just physically cannot fit in coach.
Yeah, you can't fit in those seats. We
fit in the overhead bin.
Yeah, we're overhead bins.
So
we're front seat pocket size.
Down here.
Slide me right under the seat in front of you.
Very much. Put the dog in the seat.
But
Google Flights. What is Google Flights?
So I love, you can actually book through Priceline and Kayak, but Google Flights isn't an online travel agency. It's a search engine that'll allow you, see this, you can actually put in a destination and see where you can go for certain prices. So say you just want to go to Florida, it'll actually show you all the cities in Florida and how much they cost. And not only that, you can set an alert, say, hey, look, my budget's $300. Even if there's no flights for $300, they'll shoot you an alert as soon as the fares drop.
Wow.
So using tools to find the best deals, if you just go on once to search for a flight, chances are you're not going to get the very best deal. So you got to be a little bit savvy, but these tips can save tons and tons of money.
What about airline credit cards that Jennifer Garner tells me about all the time?
So, credit card points are crazy. So if you've got good credit, so the key is don't carry balances, right? Because if you're carrying huge balances and paying interest, that negates the value of those miles, right? But if you can pay your bills off in full, so there's two main types. Airline cards are good because they save on checked bags and stuff. But in general, airline miles, you have one currency. What you want to do is get a card that gives you transferable points. And also, like you were mentioning, one that gives you bonuses on the categories you spend in. So whether that's airfare, gas, groceries, there's so many credit cards that give bonuses. Your goal is every single dollar you spend, you want to be earning more than 1 point. So it's like a game, but once you start putting your strategy together, the points fall from the sky.
Did Gelman make you fly yourself here?
Well, I Ubered.
Oh, you Ubered. Okay.
All right, yeah.
Because these really are great tips.
Great.
Fantastic stuff. KellyandRyan.com for more information on
There's
that.
a lot of information out there, so make sure you check out the website. We'll be right back. Brian Kelly, everybody.
Good to see you.
Get around.